Hi there! Today we're going to practice taking public transport in Melbourne. We'll ride on trains and trams, walk through the stations, ask for directions, and listen to announcements. I'll also give you some sentences to use when you're using public transport too. You can speak along with me and use this video for shadowing practice, or you can relax and listen along. If you're new to learning English and want to see more about life in Australia, maybe you're planning to travel here, are studying here, or will move here for work, this video series will help you understand everyday English quickly through comprehensible input while exploring real places around Melbourne and Australia. PDF scripts are available to download for members of my channel, and I upload bonus videos each month that are filled with extra questions and moments for you to practice speaking English out loud. I make new videos every week, so please subscribe to see them every Sunday. Okay, let's go for a walk. I have a few different things to do today, so I need to stop at different train stations and tram stops around Melbourne. This is a local train station. The platforms are at the top of the stairs. Most local train stations in Melbourne aren't inside large buildings. They're usually outdoors. Many local train stations only have one train line running through them, so there's no need for a large building. Now I've arrived at the station. To take the train, I need to touch on with my Myki card. A Myki is the travel card we use for public transport in Melbourne. Before you travel, you need to top up your Myki card. To top up means to add money onto your card before you travel. Both of these machines help you top up your Myki. The machine on the right has a large screen where I can add money or check my balance. Your balance is the amount of money you still have left on your card. I'll place my card onto the reader. Then I can use my bank card, cash, or coins to add more money. The machine on the left is newer and quicker to use. I just tap my Myki on the machine and it immediately shows my balance. Then I tap my bank card to add money. Now that I've topped up my Myki, I can head onto the platform. This green machine is where I touch on. To touch on means to tap your travel card before you begin your trip. Now I'm waiting on the platform for my train to arrive. Let's see how long I need to wait.
Services departing Balaclava, Platform 1, are the 11:47 Flinders Street, stopping all stations to Flinders Street, departing in 13 minutes. The 12:02 Flinders Street, stopping all stations to Flinders Street, departing in 27 minutes.
There's usually an electronic sign above the platform that tells you which train is coming and how many minutes away it is. I still have a little while to wait. At local stations like this, trains usually come roughly every 15 minutes. During peak hour, they arrive more often. Peak hour is the busiest time of the day for public transport. Usually it's early in the morning and late in the afternoon when people are travelling to and from work. Near the edge of the platform, there's a yellow line. You need to stand behind the line while you wait for the train for safety and so nothing accidentally falls onto the tracks. The tracks are the metal rails that the train travels on. On the opposite side of the tracks is Platform 2. I'm on Platform 1 right now. The train arriving at Platform 2 travels away from the city. The train arriving at Platform 1 travels into the city centre. Here comes the train now. I'll get on the train and find a place to sit. The train isn't too crowded today. There are only a few commuters sitting nearby. A commuter is someone who regularly travels on the train. These people are commuting to the city. This train is stopping all stations to Flinders Street. It's not an express train. An express train will skip some stations to travel faster. Another commuter has just stepped onto the train. I gave my seat to a lady who needed to sit down, so now I'm standing. I'll hold on to the handles for balance while the train moves. Now I can look out the window and see the view. Do you usually look outside the window when you travel on public transport? Or do you look at your phone? The train has arrived at Flinders Street Station. I'll get off the train and walk along the platform. I need to catch a connecting train to the State Library. This colourful map shows all the train lines around Melbourne's City Loop. It helps passengers understand which trains travel to different stations in the city centre. Melbourne has recently had some new train stations open in the CBD, so even locals are still figuring out where to go. Many people call Melbourne's city centre the CBD. CBD stands for Central Business District. This is the main area of Flinders Street Station that connects all the platforms together. There are 13 platforms here. It's one of the busiest stations in Melbourne for locals. During peak hour, this area becomes very crowded. Crowded is when there are lots of people in one space. I thought the yellow train line would take me to the State Library station, but I'm not completely sure. I'll ask a station attendant for help.
Okay, so you know which train will get me to State Library? Okay.
State Library, yeah. We'll have to go to the town hall.
Oh,
So, yeah, you can, there are two ways. One of them is exit from here. You see Young Jackson Park.
Yeah.
Go past that. On
Okay.
the left is an entrance from.
Oh, okay, and take the train from there? Okay, thank you.
It turns out that I need to leave Flinders Street Station and take my next train from the new station across the road. Near the entrance to Flinders Street Station is the customer service desk. This is where you can buy a Myki card if you don't already have one. You can also buy them at some convenience stores like 7-Eleven. If you need to buy a card, when you approach the person working at the service desk, you can say, "Hi, I'd like to buy a Myki card, please." They'll probably ask you, do you need adult or concession? A concession card gives cheaper travel to some students, seniors, and other eligible passengers. Most people just have an adult ticket. Then they'll probably ask, how much would you like to top up? Which just means, how much money would you like to add onto your card? For unlimited travel on a weekday, adults need about $11.40 and concession price is about $5.70. On weekends, adults need $8 and it's $4 for concession. You can always just say, I'm staying in Melbourne for 5 days. How much money should I put on my Myki? Or, how much do you recommend I add? The staff member will help you choose the right amount. This is Flinders Street Station. The station attendant told me that I need to walk from Flinders Street to the new Town Hall station. It certainly looks much newer than Flinders Street Station already. It's underground, so I need to take the escalator downstairs to reach the platform. This month in Victoria, public transport is free to use. Usually, you need to touch on your Myki when you walk through these gates. Because it's free this month, I can just walk through. Public transport is never free in Victoria, so it's been pretty exciting. The new station is very clean and industrial looking. Industrial means that it has a practical design with lots of metal and concrete. The lighting is bright and clear, but not too harsh. Australians are pretty friendly, so if you ever feel confused about where to catch your train, you can always ask someone for help. You can ask, "Excuse me, does this train go to?" and ask for your station. "Excuse me, does this train go to the State Library?" Or you can ask, "Which platform do I need to get to?" and ask for your station. "Which platform do I need to get to Flinders Street Station?" They might suggest that you transfer. That just means that when you arrive at that station, you need to change trains. The next train is arriving now. I'll wait for passengers to get off before I step inside. This train is a little busy, but luckily I found a seat. I need to pull the seat down before I sit on it. There are handles above the seats for people who are standing. A lot of people are getting off at this station.
Passengers that have just arrived to State Library Station, if you're looking to locate Melbourne Central City Loop services, please follow signs for exit number 1.
Did you hear that announcement? I also need to head towards exit 1. I'll follow the signs overhead. This station feels much more spacious than Flinders Street. Flinders Street has more platforms, but this station has long underground walkways and tall escalators. I'll head up the escalator and walk through the gates. This is where passengers usually touch off their Myki. To touch off means to tap your card when you finish your trip. Now I'm back outside on the street. I'll head to my meeting and later I'll catch the tram home. It's time for me to take the tram. A tram is a type of public transport that runs on tracks along the road. There are trams all across the city. I'm waiting at the tram stop for my tram to arrive. They're not called tram stations, they're just called tram stops. I'll wait for everyone to get off before I board the tram. On each tram, there's a place for you to tap on your Myki. On Melbourne trams, you usually only tap on. You don't need to tap off afterwards. This tram doesn't have any free seats, so I have to stand. That's okay because I need to transfer to another tram at the next stop. At every tram stop, there's a sign showing the tram routes. A route is the path or a direction that a tram travels along. The sign also shows the stop number. Inside the tram, you'll hear announcements telling you which stop is next. That helps people know when to get off. Let's check when the next tram is arriving.
Route 1 to South Melbourne Beach is due in 2 minutes. Route 3 to East Malvern is due in 9 minutes. Route 5 to Malvern is due in 8 minutes. This service will be a low-floor tram.
A low-floor tram is easier for passengers using wheelchairs or prams because there are no steps to climb. These metal rails in the road are the tram tracks. The tram travels along these tracks. Some tram stops also have machines where you can top up your Myki. Here come 2 trams now. The second tram is mine. The tram stopped right in front of me. It's so satisfying when that happens. I'll hop on. On the tram, you can find these green seat-like things. They help people who are standing to stay upright while the tram moves. There are also orange-coloured priority seats. These seats are on trains and trams and are meant for elderly passengers, pregnant passengers, or people with injuries or disabilities. If someone needs the seat more than you do, you should offer it to them. The trams all run above ground, so you can always see the city through the windows. Sometimes trams travel in their own lane, separate from cars. Other times they travel alongside normal traffic. Some tram stops are very small. If you're distracted or not paying attention, it's easy to miss your stop. I definitely have before. When my stop is getting close, I'll pull the cord above me. Some trams have a button to push instead. This tells the driver that I'd like to get off at the next stop. Thanks for taking the train and the tram with me today. What phrase means to add money to your transport card? Top up. What do you call the busiest travel times in the morning and the afternoon? Peak hour. Which verb means to change from one train or tram to another? To transfer. What is the word to describe the path that a tram or train follows? The route. What do you call the metal rails that trains and trams travel on? Tracks. Thanks so much for joining me today, and thank you so much to the members of my channel. If you'd like a little extra support learning English, members of my channel can download a PDF script and get bonus listening and speaking practice videos every month. Where would you like to go next? And which everyday English topics would you like to practice more? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you, please subscribe for more simple Australian English practice. See you next time.